Tried to make it up. Tried to get here at 5, but I was I had some things I had to take care of. So I greatly apologize. So we're gonna wait for some people to get up in here. Why get upset over the things people say? Because why get upset over the things people say? Because they primarily are stupid. The things people say primarily are stupid. The things people say primarily when they're trying to upset you is something dumb. It's not something smart. So with that being said, it's a lot of information right there within itself. There's a lot you can do with that. We're gonna wait until some people get up in here. Okay, we got 7 likes. Shout out to the 2 people in the building. I appreciate everybody coming in here earlier and liking this. It was just an experiment. I was seeing if I was going to be able to do it at 5, but today wasn't the day for that. So shout out to the 5 people in the building. Shout out to the 8 likes. It's going to be a good one, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Hey, Cammy, hello. Just like Cammy. What's up, Cammy? Hopefully your day is going well. Shout out to the 3. Got 3 people in here? Oh no, only 3. Oh no. Only got 3 people in here. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing today? All right. We got 6 people up in here. Let's allow some more people to join. It's a terrific Tuesday. Hopefully you all's Tuesday is going well. Hopefully you're adapting to all changes, making the proper and necessary adjustments that need be for your situation. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. Just chilling. How's everybody doing? What's up with y'all? Absolutely. If that's what you choose to make it, that's what it's going to be. All about what you choose to make it. All about what you choose to make it. Good. Seems like everybody's dealing with everything and not letting it get to them. That's positive. And You are what you consume. 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 Oh no, I understand. Yeah, I understand that was the last straw. You you had nothing else. You had nothing else to do at that point. You are what you consume. Whatever that young man is watching, whatever he's taking in, it's causing him to be extremely out of control, like all the rest of them. So when when you hear me talk about frequencies, that's what I'm referring to. Frequency is an energy that's put out that a lot of people tend to vibrate on. It's like they tend to resonate with that frequency. It's because excuse me. It's because of what they're consuming, the content that they're consuming, the music that they're listening to. It's casting a spell on a whole entire generation. The next generations to come are the ones that are going to not be affected by the certain things from the past generations. As far as working together, unity, there's a lot more, and I could be wrong. Seems like there's a lot more going on for people today. So it's like they want there to be distractions. They don't want there to be focus. Well, all the money that they're making, they don't want them to be doing anything legitimate. They just want to show them or have them see them doing stuff that's going to make them like crash out in life. If they were able to do something different, it would have a different impact. But that's why they want everybody doing the same thing. I know you love your son. Obviously, it's the spirit of the world today that the music that they're putting out. And I truly believe that's why they had to give her to Prince and Michael Jackson, because they were going to be able to influence this generation somehow. Because at least this generation is like they're able to, they'll listen. Like they're awake to a certain extent. So they had to get all those powerful people. They had to get those OGs out the game. Because if Mike was to drop a song or whatever, it could kill that frequency. It's going to have to be somebody that does that. Plus, a lot of people are going to get tired of hearing that stuff after a while, so they're going to have to get back to making like real hip hop music if they want to make music. But yeah, they'll be all right. They're just heavily influenced by what they see right now. It's got a pray that they'll see their way out of it. But we're 10 minutes in. And we have, give me 1 second. All right. Another thing, Black Queen Cammy, another thing you could do is to, and this is straight out of a book written by a doctor. His name was Dr. Joseph Murphy. And you can, and this is a form of prayer. You know how you say you pray hard for him? What you have to do is this. See your son the way you want him to be. I know you pray for him, but when you pray for him, actually see him as a changed person. And give thanks to God for allowing you to see the change that you wish to see in your son. And gradually over time, as you start to see him different, a change will start to, you'll start to see certain things in him, and that will allow you to appreciate him differently, and it'll start to change things. All right, so yeah, please do that. Please do that. And that's not me. That's straight out of a book from a doctor. All right, because I would hope you guys obviously know I'm not a doctor. When you're out in public and you make positive videos on the internet, people tend to say certain things, and it's like they kind of state the obvious, but that just means the stuff that is discussed, it just goes over their head. Because I mean, it doesn't take an actual doctor to, it may take a doctor to operate on themselves, but it doesn't take a doctor to operate on their mind. Anybody could be a doctor when it comes to operating on your mind and finding a different way to think, change things, do things. Anybody can pretty much do that. All right, all you have to do is find out how to do it. There's no physical surgery required for the work that I do. All right, so, but you know, people. But anyway, somebody do me a favor, copy and paste Cammy, if you can, do me a favor, copy and paste the title of the video in the chat for me, so I could pin it. Shout out to everybody this morning. All right, that's how I say it. Y'all not gonna change it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh yeah, shout out. Virginia, let me make a shout out. But good morning to everyone. Okay, great. Okay, they got a child together. That's wonderful. Okay, she follows him everywhere. Okay. But do me a favor, somebody comment, somebody copy and post the title of the, thank you. Okay, you put it in there twice. Thank you. It's cool. It's cool. Now I was only teasing you. The fact that you put it in there is good enough. Yeah, I was just teasing. Yeah, how'd that happen? That looked like an error from Google. Okay. Anyway. I don't know how the hell you do that. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't care if anybody. I wouldn't care. Yeah, I'm not worried about. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, we'll get started in a minute. Let's start at the 20 mark. All right, we about to get this thing started soon. What's up, everybody? All right. Yeah, a lot of things that people say is like, a lot of people say dumb things, and it's only to try to bother you. But it's no point getting upset over something that's not intelligent. A lot of people, they'll say anything, and most of the time it's stupid. It's nothing to get upset over or worry about. You have a lot of people that say a lot of dumb things to try to bother you or try to get a rise out of you, and the reason why they say it is because they have a problem. No one that is a truly cool person is going to say something about another person like low key around that. Like, people just don't do that. But I mean, people do that. So, like, there are certain people that do, but then there are certain people that don't. People that actually, I guess, I don't know, have a life. It's things that people do that just shows they don't have a life. Like the amount of attention someone has to pay to you, first of all, to be able to say something that is stupid. It just, a lot of people have opinions, and there's just no point in paying it any mind. Everybody's gonna have something to say. So I stopped letting a lot of that stuff bother me. But it just you have to just catch yourself and not let it get to you, because people will say things on purpose. People say things on purpose to try to have an effect on you, and it's because they feel that you're better than them in some kind of way, or you have something over them. Everybody is like, not everybody, but a lot of people are trying to basically make up for what they feel they don't have. If you have something in somebody else's presence, they're going to feel some type of way about that. Like most people, if they see somebody with something that they would like, or they see something that somebody has that they want, you know, most people just be like, okay, cool, yeah, I could get that, or I'll work for that, or I'll make sure that I get that for myself, or I'll do that for me. That's how normal people handle stuff like that. But then you have people who are trying to make up for what they feel they lack in another person's presence. Or you just have people, I mean, that's what you would think. In some cases, it could be that. But then again, you have to keep in mind that there are some people that's just their personality. But I believe that plays a large part in it. I believe jealousy has, there are people that are jealous too. All right, but yeah, there definitely are people that are jealous. I mean, that would have to make sense. So it's a little bit of both. Some of these people are just like that. It's who they are. That's what they have in their spirit. And then some of these people, they're jealous over you, and their little slick underlying comments and the things they say are aimed at you to get you to try to trigger you, to get you to feel a specific way. All right, they'll try to trigger you and get you to feel a specific way, and they want to alter how you feel. Usually, people who feel good, who aren't worried about these kinds of things, they don't focus on or look for stuff like this. But people are trying to bring it to them to try to lower their mood, try to bring them down. So when you're a certain type of person, there's going to be a lot of people that will try their best to bring you down, and you have to not allow them to do that. They're going to say things, they're going to do things, and it's pretty much to have an effect on you because they feel that you're better than them. And you have to just be able to accept it. I know you may not be where you want to be, or people may have more than you, or it may be hard for you. Like, why would somebody feel that way towards me? There are people, for odd, strange things, for odd, strange reasons, they'll feel some type of way towards you for whatever they want to. And I mean, you can't help it. You can't control it. That's the way they feel towards you. They'll just say certain things to you, and you know it's meant to have a certain effect. And it's like, why would you say that? And it just makes you not want to talk to the person. But people get these things off. But as soon as somebody says something that like rubs you the wrong way or just makes you feel weird, I'm about to just stop talking to people. Like it's not going to be any trying to figure it out. It's not going to be me trying to make sense of it. It's not going to be me trying to work it out. I'm just going to stop talking to people. The minute where I'm talking to you and something is weird, or I sense that, you can call paranoid, you can call whatever you want. As soon as I sense that you're throwing shade or taking like a little jab at me or whatever, we're just gonna be like, okay, cool, yo, it's been real, and that's it. That's all anybody's gonna get from me, and we will never communicate ever again, because it's certain things that people do, and it doesn't even make you upset. It just is. It leaves you disappointed because it shows you who a person is. It shows you how a person is. Shows you how somebody is. So it's like, if your behavior is showing me who you are, I'd be a fool to continue to entertain it. I wouldn't I would just stop talking to people like that. I wouldn't care what the situation was. I wouldn't care how I knew them. Like, I'm about to start, like, you have to be considerate for you and inconsiderate towards the people who are inconsiderate towards you. and you just, you know, you're inconsiderate towards them with just the same with distance. You're just being inconsiderate towards them by just pretty much not caring about their existence. People can people can just not exist without existing to you, and that's pretty much where you got to be at with it. People, as soon as people play games, man, stop entertaining that mess. You don't have to continue to deal with people the same way. It's like, okay, that's how you're gonna act. Well, there's every action has a reaction. You can pull back from people. Best thing you do is pull back from people. People start acting weird and saying stupid stuff. Pull back from them. I'll pull back from somebody in a heartbeat. I'm not dealing with that. But yeah, you that's when you set boundaries with people. That's when you set a clear boundary with somebody. You're allowed to set boundaries. You're allowed to like what you like. You're allowed to want the type of space and peace and whatever it is that helps you be you. You're allowed to have that. You know, other people may try to encroach on that, but they have to respect your boundaries that you set. That's where you come in. Yeah, you got that's where you come in at. You set those boundaries, and people got to respect it. And if they don't, then they just gonna have to. They have no choice but to respect it. They will respect it. They're gonna have to. It's a boundary you set. There's repercussions. You know, more ways than one. But oh, cool. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. But yeah, people just, you know, sometimes people are gonna say things, and it's meant to try to disturb you. It's meant to try to rile you up, get on your nerves, get underneath your skin. It's meant to be real clear. Yeah, be real clear. Yep, say exactly everything that you mean. Be real clear. Yep, set it and be real. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the only way it's going to be able to be respected, is if you make it clear. If it's not clear, then the person's not going to know what type of instructions to follow. Yeah, it got to be clear. But yeah. Yeah, man. Like certain people, once they open their mouth, you could just ignore them and just stop listening to them. You don't have to keep. You don't have to keep talking to people. Once you realize that somebody is like that, you stop talking to them. There's nothing that you have to do. Don't let people force themselves on you. It's like, yo, you could even tell people if you want, yo, I like talking to you, but as soon as you start talking about this, as soon as you start mentioning that, I gotta go. As soon as you start talking about this, I gotta go. You know, as soon as you start trying to low key say things or whatever, I'm out. One strike. Yeah, I'm not. People get no strikes. So as soon as you do something strange, I'm done with you. Like, I'm not giving it. I could deal with a misunderstanding, but when it comes to something like you say, and there's no other way to take it, and that's what you say, then that's just what it is at that point. That right there seals the deal. What's done can't be undone at that point. Is no hate. I don't view you any different, except that the fact that I now see you as someone that I have to you know, not trust like that. Other than that, it's not like you totally view the person as a bad person or anything. You're not even going to stick around to be able to figure out if they're a bad person or not. People start moving differently than you do. That's just, unfortunately, that's going to have to be it. Yeah, but nah, some situations you got to force them. Like, say if it's like a work environment, you got to force them boundaries. You know, certain places they are toxic, but certain times, certain places you could enforce boundaries and you can get your way. So if you can't enforce the boundary and there's no way for you to get your way, yeah, you might have to. But yeah, once you set your boundary, you should be good. If you can make it work for you at that point, then good. If you need someone to stop doing something and you can get them to stop doing it, then you've succeeded. But I do a lot of ignoring of what people say. It just I'm learning not to be changed by what people have to say. Like, you don't gotta, just what somebody says is what somebody says. Somebody's opinion doesn't have to become my reality. I'm not changing myself or how I feel because of somebody's opinion or what they say. Somebody can say the most ignorant stuff in the world, and a lot of people will, because you're way greater than them. People are going to test you and say things to you and try to get things over on you because it's them attacking you. When people do things like this, they're mad. They're mad and they're jealous, and and a way to take it out on you is in the form of an attack. Excuse me. Oh man. There we go. But yeah, sometimes people be ruthless, and you have to, instead of focusing on them, you just have to let go what people say, and you might have to like lie to yourself and tell yourself that a person didn't mean something that they did or something that they said. That's a way to prevent you from getting upset about it. That person didn't mean that. They didn't really mean that. They didn't know what they were doing. It's another way to deal with it. Yeah, gray rocking too, but yeah, and you can't expect people like this to change. Only change that you can be focused on, or you should be focused on, or need to be focused on when it comes to dealing with other people, it's yourself. Only person that you need to learn how to deal with when it comes to dealing with other people is yourself. Yep. So you work on yourself, other people will say things and you'll be able to bypass it from everything that you learn. It's like once you learn how to use your mind, then a lot of things won't bother you. You can just let things pass. Like, okay, in a little bit, I'm not gonna feel this way anymore. Or in a little bit, this is gonna just bypass. I'm not gonna be bad. I'm not gonna care. Whatever. It just, after a while, it is like, it's just it's just like, really, but that's some people's whole MO. Like, you'll understand, like you'll, I guess this is just a process that you have to go through when it comes to like being this like popular to people, or being this important to people, or people caring about you that much. Because I'm not gonna hold you, like I like do care about people genuinely, as far as like people to people goes, like, you don't want to see anybody messed up. But as far as people goes, I don't give a damn about what other people are doing, man. I could care less. I don't care about other people like that. I care about people, but I don't care about other people like that. Not to be worried about what you're doing, not to be upset about something you got, not to be talking about what they got going on. I don't care about people like that. I got my own stuff to focus on and to enjoy, and I got a life to live. You gotta have a life. It's very important that you have a life. You only get one, and what you do at that time is pertinent, very pertinent, man. I couldn't be one of those kinds of people. Yeah, I couldn't be one of those kinds of people, and it shows that it shows you're really mad at a person, or it shows that you feel some type of way towards them for something. Like they're like people who are intuitive are going to be able to pick up on the little things that people are saying. We're gonna be able to pick up on those things, like little jabs, little shade people throwing. Like they like, I guess because maybe you're a smart person, they don't want to directly engage you. So what they have to do is try to come at you in a way to where you don't understand, to where you may not be able to tell, like covertly. They covertly have to subliminally come at you, because if they were to come at you directly, then either you would leave, you would take a crap on them verbally, you would verbally assault them. You would tear them to smithereens. So, I mean, I know I would. Anybody comes at me directly and says anything directly, I'm gonna, like, it's gonna be a verbal assault. But they cannot come at you directly. They have to, like, their way of doing things is underlyingly, because like they fight cowardly. They fight cowardly. They can't just outright say something to you. They have to try to say it without saying it, and like before, like by the time you're trying to figure it out, they'll leave most of the time. They'll be like, okay, gotta go. They'll be out as you're trying to figure out what they said. Yeah, they are cowards. Say something ignorant, real smooth. You can't, that you may not be able to tell. But it's like nobody is. Like, they catch you off guard with these things because you're not expecting other people to be like that. But once people show you who they are, that's who that person is. Don't try to see anything else in them. Don't try to see anything else in them. Once somebody shows you who they are, don't look for anything else. Don't try to see anything else. That's who they are. Straight up. That's who they are. All right, shout out to everybody in this live stream. We've been going for almost 40 minutes. We have 40 likes. We have 40 people in the building. We need 40 likes. Let's get the likes to match the viewers. It shows YouTube that you like the content. And it also helps my videos get out to other people. It helps the algorithm. Shout out to the 41 people, but we just need to get the people in the chat to match the likes. Also, if anybody would like to donate to my channel, it would be cool, because that shows that you support my channel as well. All right, feel free to send a super chat or a Cash App donation or a PayPal donation. All right, because that shows that you support the channel, and it also helps the channel grow. All right, so thank you everybody to that does contribute. So if you would like to do that, all right, now's the time during the live stream. The purpose behind it is to trigger you. The purpose behind it is to make you snap. All right. There are certain people that just get treated a certain way by others, and they have to deal with it. And you have to learn to not allow it to push you over the edge. You have to learn to not allow it to push you over the edge. Yeah, or dim your light. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you can do that. Well, I can do this. You can do that. I can do this. So thank you, Liz, for the 99 cent super chat, for the dollar super chat, the 99 cents, whatever it is, 99 cent, dollar, I don't know. Thank you for the super chat list. Yeah, whoever put the money up there but didn't donate, I put them on 5 minutes of timeout. Not gonna come in here playing with us. You got people who really support this channel. How you gonna be in the chat but you like fake? That's like fake support. You gonna put the emoji of, yeah, anybody that puts that emoji sign up holding money, I'm putting them on timeout. That's weird. This ain't no strip club. This is YouTube. When we're having a conversation, you watch the person's channel, you support their channel because you watch it and you like the content. You don't get weird about it. You know, people take time out their day to make videos, and this not this. I love doing this, but what I'm saying is, this stuff takes time and energy. So for the people that support, they obviously understand. But for the people that play around with that, it's like, come on, get real. Like you have somebody taking time out their day to make lives better, to entertain, to educate, to just uplift. I mean, people are watching. I'm not trying to be egotistical, but people are watching for some reason. Is showing is giving some kind of help. So the fact that it gives help to you, it would only be an honorable thing, and to make it an even exchange, and to show support, and to show that you care what the creator is doing, the content creator is doing. So certain stuff like that's inappropriate. It's immature. If you want to donate. If you don't, if you play around with it, you're probably going to get put on timeout. Not probably, but you'll get put on timeout. It's just a support kind of thing. You either show support or you don't. Like, everybody's got money. There's somebody that wants to donate that can't right now because they got to take care of something, but they're not broke. Everybody's got money, bro. So you having a little emoji holding up the money in your hand or whatever. Everybody's got money. I don't care if you only got 2 pennies to rub together. You got money. It may not be enough, but you got some. But so you're technically not broke. But the fact that, yeah, that's just weird. That's weird. That type, I don't even that type of energy is just crazy. Yeah, that type of energy is crazy. But yeah, that's why that person's on timeout. You don't let things that people do or say, like, yo, you see, the things that people say or do are primarily stupid. No offense to that person, but that was stupid. You don't do that to people on YouTube. You either donate or you just be quiet. You either donate or, I mean, you don't have to donate, but don't hate. All right, you don't have to donate, but please don't hate. You don't have to donate, but please don't hate. That's just weird. I'm a grown man. You don't act like that towards another grown man. I'm a grown ass man, bro. You do not act like that towards another grown man. Even in this little place I'm staying in, I'm paying for. I'm able to pay for it by myself now. You know, even when my subscribers were helping me, I was still a grown man. But I was doing, because I was still doing what I needed to do. There wouldn't have been no reason for no help if I wasn't doing what I wasn't supposed to do. But I'm a grown man, bro. You don't play with people like that. Either send a super chat, either donate, Cash App, PayPal, or just don't do none of that. Don't say nothing at all. All this weird stuff is YouTube, bro. That's what it is. I'm not doing anything different than any other YouTuber. People come on here and get all strange. Like, yeah, man. Like, whole man, bro. I don't do none of the funny stuff. I don't do none of the lady boys. I don't do none of the weird stuff. None of that, man. Like don't come in my chat playing with none of that strange stuff, with none of that weird stuff, with just nothing that nothing that yeah, don't come in here with no weird stuff, man. Be yourself, be respectful, but anybody on that weird time or whatever, you could even be who you are. All right, but coming in here trying to, you got to tell everybody who you are, or everybody got to know what you do. I don't come in people's live streams and be like, yeah, I just had some pizza. Though not everybody got to know what I'm eating or what I'm doing or what I am or what I'm about. You just come in here, enjoy yourself. This is you ain't gotta tell nobody what you got going on. Just come in here and just be yourself silently and just chill and enjoy the chat. You got an issue that is related to the content that I talk about. We can get right. If you have an issue that's related to the content that I talk about, we can get right. Anything that's off topic, anything that's not about the content I talk about, anything that's about anything else is not. We're not having that over here. You got to go somewhere else for that. This ain't the space for that. That person had money in their hand. But you're back in effect. Peace, love, and light to you. It's all good. You're back. You're here. I just and it's really not necessarily you, Sean. I just don't want people coming in here playing in general. All right, so it's not necessarily you. I just don't want people coming in here like that right there. Stuff like that just got to be addressed. That's all. You talk about super chats and somebody posts a emoji with some money or something, like that's a little strange. I'm just keeping it real. It's like you holding it, or like, it's like you're dangling it in my face. I don't do that. I never do that to somebody, especially if they were working and I was enjoying something that I was be entertained by something that they were creating or something that they were doing. I'd at least give them something spiritually before I even put anything in the comment. I mean, I don't know. What you talking about, Wickham? You ain't even got to get into details, bro. You ain't got to explain yourself. Just don't be weird. No, yeah, don't need to explain yourself. Just none of the weird stuff. But yeah, people say certain things to have a certain type of effect. Oh, I didn't know. No, I was trying to figure out what you was talking about, Wickham. I didn't know if you was referring to me or somebody else. Yeah, there's some weirdos in the. If you talking about the weirdos in the chat the other day, yeah. But I mean, it's YouTube. Like that I don't allow that. I don't allow that to reflect me. Like, this is the internet. Anybody could come on here. I don't let that bother me. So I don't let that stuff bother me. Somebody could come here and like whatever they like. They could like donkeys. I like donkeys. That don't bother me. That's them. But I know about me. The people I deal with know about me. Shit. It is what it is, man. People know me. People know me, man. And I mean, shoot. Man, look, it is what it is. There's always weird ones, yeah, for real. For real. People just don't know how to mind their business, and they're always gonna have something to say because they feel some type of way about a person and how they live their life. If people can't be happy, they're not gonna want you to be happy. They're not gonna want you to be able to enjoy yourself any kind of way. It's just certain liberties they're gonna try to take from you. Certain things they're just not gonna want to see for you. But that's why you separate yourself from others, man. You just stay to yourself where you can see all the things you want to see for yourself, for you, by yourself, by you. You can do whatever it is you want to do. You ain't gotta worry about not a soul. Ain't gotta worry about not a soul. God bless everybody, but it got to come a time where it is you focused on you. Other people, all this weird crap, man. Get that stuff out of here. Yeah, man. People all types of weird. Somebody come in here and say they like whatever they like, that's them. That is not a reflection of me. They getting kicked out. Like people act like I could control who comes on here and who doesn't. It's like, if I can't stop random people. I cannot control what other people like just because they're coming on this YouTube. I don't know what somebody got going on. All I can do is control me. I can't help what somebody coming here and does, or what they look like, or what they do, or what they're about. I can't control none of that. That's y'all, that's not y'all specifically. That's that individual person. I don't have any. I got nothing to do with that. That's like Walmart. Hey, it's like Walmart trying to stop certain people that come to Walmart and shop. It's like, yo, you can't shop here. We're watching the camera and we saw you trying to buy some goods. But you come in here and shop. You can't control. They did do that to people actually back in the 50s. Jim Crow era. They actually did do that to people, but just to be historically correct, they definitely did that to people. My people look like me, but yeah. I can't control who comes into the YouTube. I can't control that. If somebody got whatever they got going on, I can't control what other people are into. All I can do is just, once I find out, take them off. I'm not looking at every individual. That's y'all. That's the people in the, like, certain people in the chat are spies, and it's like they be clicking on other people's picture and looking who this is. I don't do all that. To be honest, I only do that when I see it's a female. And when I can tell it's a female. If I can't tell it's a female, I don't even click it. Half the time, if I see a wig, no offense, I don't even click it, because the picture be too small. I'm like trying to figure out who it is. I'm like, oh, nope, no good. Next. Only when I see it's an actual person, and I can tell it's an actual a female, I might click on the little circle to see what the person look like. But that's if, man. I'll be too busy half the time. I don't be looking like, and I don't even be worried about that. It's just YouTube and its subscribers. People be like 80 miles away. People be like 80 miles away, and unless you have a reason to go out and see somebody, then it's really no point. Unless I have a reason or a need, like the reason why I'm out here, I had no place to go, so I had a need to go out and have a place to be. Somebody offered me a place to stay. I was like, okay, cool. A whole house, cool. Yeah, I'll rock out with that. This seems legit. Was legit, so I left. Like, I could tolerate, like, it's YouTube, not everybody's gonna be as serious as me. I could tolerate little comments, little silly comments. I could tolerate people having a laugh, being funny or silly. I could tolerate that. But certain stuff, when people come in here, is just not worth tolerating. It's just, certain stuff that people say, I could just, I'm like, okay, I'm not tolerating that today. I'm not gonna tolerate that. I don't have to tolerate that. But little silly, I'm no stickler. I'm not a mean, non-fun person. Like, I'm a fun person, man. People can come in here and have fun. Just don't come in here and be on those stupid stuff. There's ways to do things without doing it. There's ways to do things without doing it. Like, if I was that serious, like, little comment like that, you ask me if I'm Jesus, like, I'm not gonna take the person out of here for that. That's just them expressing themselves. But people, yeah, people that come here clowning and just doing all off the wall, stupid stuff out the gate, we're not dealing with that. Yeah, we're not. Nobody's dealing with that. It's 9:13. I mean, it's technically no. I don't necessarily indulge in it, except for like sometimes I guess I'm like naturally funny in certain stuff. But when other people want to be silly, that's cool. I mean, other people can be silly if they want. Yeah, you're in big trouble. Yeah, send a donation to be redeemed. You're in huge trouble. Cash at me right now, and all's forgiven. Cash at me right now, and all's forgiven. I'm dead serious. Um, yeah, see, people will do things and say things to have a certain effect because it's like they see you all the way up here and they see that as you're above them. They see them as you're above them. It's like they see you all the way up here and they see you as above them. Nobody's trying to make it that way. You're not trying to be above other people, but that's just the way they see you. They attack people who are ahead of them because they have to win. And it's because this personality has to win. This person they can't take any loss. So they'll betray, belittle, they'll do all the bewitch, they'll do every B they could possibly be. Bitch. They'll do all the B's. Bewitch, belittle, any B they can do it, they're gonna do it. And any B that they can be, they will be. I excuse my French. Any B that they can be, they're going to be. And people, it's just people, it's just immature people. People immature. Some people choose to grow, other people choose not to. Shows you the level that people are at. But I'll check my email. I'll check my email. But shout out to everybody in the chat this morning. Shout out to Atranza. What up? Thank you everybody for stopping by this morning. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I want to thank you all coming on in here this morning. It's been real. Another Druuill special. Thank you, Lissa, for the 99-cent super chat. I see that's the only support I have for my channel today, but that's okay. Lissa's the only one that supports. That's fine. Nobody else wanted to send a super chat or a Cash App or PayPal. That's okay. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.